everyone, and thanks for tuning into my channel, Mommy Fabulous by Melissa. Today I have my glasses on, but I will be taking them off shortly to do my tutorial. So today's tutorial is about using concealers, concealer correctors, foundation, primers, bronzers, and highlighters. So first off, we're going to start by using our primers. Now, the first thing I want to do is prime my face, and today I'm going to be using Too Faced Primed and Poreless, and this can be applied with either a foundation brush or you can use your fingers, and I'm going to be using my fingers today. And you can put it on your hand, okay, and get a good amount. You want to put that all over your face, and you want to warm it up with your fingers or with a foundation brush. And what this does is going to help cover all your pores, okay? Because sometimes when you put your makeup on, you will see your pores if you have extremely large pores. So this will help cover it and camouflage that, okay? And just put it all over your face, especially in areas where pores tend to show more, like around your cheeks and nose. Okay. You're going to let that set. Okay. Now after that's done, I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm going to be using two eye primers. The first one is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And this one comes in a tube with a wand. Okay. And you can just put that on your eye. You can first apply it with the wand and then use your fingertips to smooth it out. And the reason why I'm using two primers is I don't feel like the Urban Decay really helps that much. I mean, it helps a little bit, but I need a little bit more whiteness in my eyelid to really make those eyeshadows pop. Okay. So I'll blend that. Also, this helps if you look tired and you need to brighten up your eyes. You can put it right here in the corners of your eyes, and that will help with my nose is all of a sudden brightening up. So the second primer that I'm going to be using for my eyes is the Lemonade by Benefit, and this will help take the redness out of your eyelid. And you can also use it on other parts of your face to help with the redness. Okay, and that I'm going to be using a concealer brush, and the one I'm going to be using today, is by Sephora. And a concealer brush is much smaller than a foundation brush, so it helps you get in little areas better. So I'll be applying that on my concealer brush, and I will just be going it over with my eyelid. And don't freak out that your eyelid is super white. So once you put on your foundation, that will go away. Okay. Alright, so once that is done, we're going to move on to corrective concealer. Now, the corrective concealer that I'm going to be using today is by Hard Candy. And I bought it at Walmart for $8. And it really works well. I'm going to be using this yellow to take out the blue tint under my eyes. It works really well. And I'll be using the green. And the green will take out the reddish in my face, on my cheeks where I tend to get red. And you can also use that green if you have like a pimple or something. Put that, dab that little green on there, and then put your concealer, and it will help camouflage it. Alright, so I'll be also using the Sephora concealer brush to do that. And I'm going to grab some of that yellow and put it under my eye. Now it's going to be really light, but don't worry because you're going to put on your concealer. And you can pat that right in the inner corners where it tends to be darker. And just smooth that over. Pat it right there where it's darkest. Help get rid of that bluish tint. Okay, so once that is done, of course it's going to be a lighter, so don't freak out. Put on your concealer. And the concealer that I'm going to be using today is also by Hard Candy, and it's Glamoflage, and it works pretty well for concealer. And this is $8 at Walmart. And I'm going to be putting that on my hand. So you're going to warm it up in your hand. Okay. And I'm actually going to be using a bigger brush on there just so I just want to have a little bit more control of it. And just warm it up in your hand. Okay. And you're going to pat it down. And you don't want to do too much sweeping because you don't want to take off the concealer. You want it to stay on. So just pat really good, especially where it's the darkest. And you can also use concealer in other parts of the faces, like if you have a pimple or whatever. It would definitely help. So I don't know if you can notice the difference, but I can from one concealed eye to the other. Okay, so pat down. So you feel that it's concealed. And I like to put some on my nose because if you have little blemishes on your nose, that will help cover that. And you can get the inner corners of your nose. And put it anywhere else that you feel. I just go kind of real quickly with the concealer. Okay, so moving on to foundation. Today I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Healthy Skin. And the color that I got is the Natural Beige 06. Okay, and I'm going to shake it. And also with that, I'm going to be putting it on my hand. You got to be careful with this Neutrogena because it just pours out. Put it on my hand and warm it up with my foundation brush. I'll be using a bigger foundation brush. Okay, you can just smooth it on there. And then areas that you feel that need a little bit more concealing, like maybe the nose, you can pat it on. And I like to go down on my neck. And make sure also that you blend this foundation out. Because the worst thing ever is to see two colors. Your foundation color and then your natural skin color. Okay? So brush it out. Make sure you pat under your eyes. Make sure you blend those two colors of the concealer and the foundation. Brush out. Alright, there that goes. And that looks good. Alright, now the next step we're going to be doing is blush. And the blush that I got today is the Hard Candy. And it's called Living Doll. And it's a real pretty, like a light shimmery gold color. And I'm going to be using a blush powder brush from Sephora. Okay, and I'm just going to be applying this on the apples of my cheeks. If you want to go more extravagant, you can pull it all the way up. But just for, you know, an everyday look, I'm just going to do it on the apples of my cheek. Okay. And you can just pat that. Do you feel like you know, how strong of a blush you want? Okay. I think that looks good to me. Okay, also I'm going to be doing contouring. And what contouring does, it helps camouflage parts of your face that maybe you don't want to stand out. So if you have a double chin like I do, I use the brown, a dark bronzy color, and that will help camouflage that so it won't stand out so much. Also, if you have a wider face and you want to narrow your face, you can put it here. And also I'll be doing a highlight, a little golden highlight. You know, just when the sun hits you, it'll just give a little spark. Alright, so the bronzer that I'll be using today is the Chocolate Soleil. And this is by Too Faced, the Bronze and the Beautiful. Okay, this is brown color. And if you ever noticed about Too Faced, like a lot of their products, they smell real good. So I like that. And I'm going to be using a contour brush. And a contour brush is a brush that is an angle. This is by Tarte, but you can find, you know, contour brushes anywhere. And that will help contour. So I'm going to get some of that Chocolate Soleil. Now I'm going to put it under my chin to help camouflage my double chin. Okay. Also, I'm going to put a little bit on the side right here. How my face looks skinnier. Okay. Alright, now once I'm done with that, I'm going to do a little highlighter, and I'm going to get another contour brush that's on an angle. And this is a really inexpensive brush that I got at Target. It was $1. If you're ever in the need for makeup brushes and don't have the money to spend, go to Target and look for a product called e.l.f. And you can buy all these little brushes for $1. I've also used another brush from e.l.f. foundation brush. I think I used it for the concealer, I think. But it's $1. Not bad. And I mean, it worked pretty well. So if you're on a budget, might as well get those, you know. So for the highlight, I'm going to be using Powdered Sun, same palette of Too Faced. And this is a real pretty gold shimmer color. Okay, and I'm going to just put that right above where I put my blush. Okay, and I'm just going to take it up to my temples. And that's just going to give it a little shimmer when the sun hits. Okay. Also, I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead and down on my nose. And if you want your nose to look a little perky, you can also put a little bit of that brown. Just underneath my nose. Okay. So, that's it for my video on preparing your face for concealer, foundation, blush, and contouring it. So check out my Facebook page at facebook.com/mommyfabulous Melissa, and I'll be putting my products on the bottom. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.